Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Fulphil Chabot Idea Challenge Award ceremony. It was so hard for our judges to review because the ideas were amazingly great. Y'all, the ideas were humongous. So regardless of the results, we want to commend everyone for one, your crazy hard work and efforts, and two, for your creativity and innovation in making an impact. Okay, because we saw ideas ranging from food inequality, climate change, plastic waste, y'all were covering the bases. And before we proceed to our final results, we want to play our keynote speech. We want to play our keynote speech by three-time TEDx speaker, author, and artist, LaRon Barton.
Hey, how you guys doing? This is LaRon, and I just want to say I'm super excited to be the speaker at this fantastic business pitch competition. I got a chance to listen to a couple of the pitches last week, and man, you young folks, y'all really have it going on. I mean, just some really awesome ideas. And the thing about ideas is that we all have them, right? I get ideas, every day, minutes, just boom, boom, boom. But it's one thing to take an idea and to transform it into an invention. And that takes skill, that takes determination, that takes will, that takes knowing that you may fail. You may fail over and over and over and over. But it's not about the failure, it's about getting up. So I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. It's in the Midwest, a pretty cool city. Was born in poverty. Grew up in an impoverished environment. Didn't really meet my father until I was 13 years old, and I also grew up with a stutter. And so having all of those circumstances, being black, raised poor, a stutter, not having a father figure, it could be very daunting. There have been times that, I've been filled with self-doubt, that, I've been told that I can't do certain things, that think to myself, man, how come I can't talk normally? How come where I live doesn't have nice schools, doesn't have, nice houses? Why am I feeling deprived? And so for many of us, when we're faced with those circumstances, when we're faced with those challenges in life, we may tend to sort of give up. We may say, it's just, maybe this is just where I'm meant to be. I'm supposed to be, poor and never making it out and never see anything, because that's what society tells you, because society puts you in this place that says, this is it, this is where you are, this is where you're going to be. But I didn't believe that. I knew in life that there was something more, that there was something bigger out there, that there was something bigger than 63rd Street, than poverty, than Southside Kansas City, than, Kansas City itself, something bigger than Missouri. I knew that the world was out there. And so I ventured on. I began to make my way to California, San Diego, and I, meeting different people, traveling, reading different books. And like you, I had an idea to become a writer, to try my hand at expressing who I am, to tell my story, because I believe that everyone should have the chance to tell their story, because our stories matter. And so, I wrote and I failed. People didn't think that, my stuff was worthy to be published. My story was not one that people wanted to hear. There were times that I would want to write for this publication, and I would get denied. But the thing is that I kept creating, I kept inventing. So like you, I kept building. And that's the thing about being a creative, who you all are, is that, we're going to get knocked down, right? We're going to be told, oh, this idea sounds very familiar. Oh, this person's already done it. What makes you think you can do it? And to that, I say, don't listen to that. Don't believe them. I've been stuttering since the age of 5 or 6 years old. And, there are times where it's, fairly tough for me to talk, but I had a goal to be a TEDx speaker. And, I didn't let that, I just, this humongous goal, I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it one day, right? I didn't know how I was going to do it. But by the grace of God, as well as my own determination that he gave me, I began to press on. And, who am I, a person that stutters, is able to command a stage that TEDx's have been seen by nearly 500,000 people around the world? That's because I did not stop. I believed in myself and I kept creating. As a creative, we have to truly believe in what we're doing. We have to believe in our inventions and our works, because if we don't, no one else is going to. And sometimes that's all that we have, right? Sometimes people are going to think, you know what, this is what you're doing is not going to work. And people may tell you to just stop and, get a job as a stockbroker or as a network engineer, right? One of the things that I do. But never let go of your goals. Never let go of that creation, of that invention. Hold it close to you. Hold it close to the chest. And sometimes you may not need to share that with anyone, because what I found, the thing about being a creative is that people see you and we're going out on a limb. We're doing something that no one else is doing. We're taking our art, our passion, and we're using it to build something. We're using it to write. We're using it to express who we are. We're using it to solve a problem that needs to be solved. And sometimes that scares folks because they're thinking, damn, who is he to do that? Who is she to do that? How come I can't do that? So that's another thing about being a creative, about being an inventor, about being a builder, is that you're not only doing this for yourself, but you're doing it for other people. Because you see, one thing that I found out is that, as a writer and as a speaker, I'm moving as an inspiration to other folks. I get people messaging me all the time. Hey, your TEDx inspired me. Hey, I love what you wrote. You're doing this. It inspires me to do that. And so, yes, we have a responsibility to ourselves to move forward with the creation, but we also have a responsibility to others to move forward. Because as you see, it's not about just the creation, but it's about you, and it's about what you are going to bring forth. So to all of the inventors, the creators, the creatives, and the builders in this competition, bravo. The fact that you have decided to step out in faith, the fact that you have so much self-love and self-confidence and self-determination, just the fortitude to go forth and to build something and to put it out in the world, that's incredible. And I just want to just say I'm proud of you. And it doesn't matter if you are successful the first go round. I love the quote from Thomas Edison where he said, I didn't fail. I just found 10,000 ways of it not working. And if I'm misquoting, I apologize. It's not about falling. See, I always say this, y'all. Your hunger for victory has to be stronger than your fear of defeat. So don't worry about failing. We all fall. You know, I mean, we all don't get it right the first time or the 10th time. And if you got to go back to the drawing board, do that. But just remember one thing, and this is coming from a kid from Southside Kansas City who stuttered, who was born in poverty, who is now on 3 TEDx's, writes for Harvard Business Review, 2-time author. I get a chance to talk in front of people all around the world. My plea, my ask of you is to not give up. Please keep going. It can't rain all the time. And I guarantee you, if you keep shooting that ball at the hoop, it's going to go in. The greatest man that I'll ever know, LaVosca Barton, once said, it's a law of averages. So just keep going. This is LaRon. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Take care. Be well.
Wow. I was taking notes during that because that is so true. Like, especially like as someone who is, trying to build things in life, you're constantly met with failure or the fear of failure. So what he's talking about is like having this hunger, like hunger for victory greater than your fear of defeat is so true. And like he's saying, I just want to encourage everyone who had an idea in this competition, like, don't stop here. Like, this is not the goal. Like, feel like it continues on after this. And like that hunger is going to keep you going. Your why is going to keep you going. You having a growth mindset of, if I keep trying, how do I get back up after I fall? The Thomas Edison quote that he said about, I didn't fail. I just found 10,000 ways of like how it doesn't work. And like using that to like push you on. And like, even in Fulphil's story, just like not giving yourself the opportunity to give up because I didn't fail. I just found ways that it didn't work. So I really want to just encourage everyone who has submitted, like, you guys have had such great ideas and it doesn't stop here, as he said. And I'm so thankful for LaRon and his amazing words and his story. So inspiring. He didn't let what other people thought about him or what he even may have thought about himself with the challenges that he had to go through stop him from being where he needed, from being who he like knew he could be. And like, look at him now. So again, so inspiring. So all of these teams have been recognized as our final 6 semifinalists today. And I just want to say congratulations, because as we said, that took so much hard work. And like your ideas are amazing. So I'm now going to pass it off to Tiffany, and she's going to announce our Fulphil Social Impact Award. And then she's going to pass it off to Miguel Colon from Chabot College to announce our next 2 awards, which are the Chabot Innovation Award and the Crowd Prize Award. And each of them will present the first, second, and third place nominees. And if you didn't know, second and third place per award will be receiving $25, and then first place per award will receive $50.
Thank you, Naomi. And that was such an inspiring keynote. So thank you so much, LaRon. Well, everyone, congratulations, huge congratulations on all of the hard work that you've put in. I'll be presenting the Fulphil Social Impact Award, and the goal of Fulphil as an organization is really to inspire you to make an impact, and more importantly, to be able to see that you can make a positive impact on the world and in your communities. And it really begins there. We really want to recognize the winner of this award for being able to not only make an impact, but also in their ability to inspire other people to make an impact. We really believe that once you make an impact and see your ability to make that impact, it's really hard to unsee, and you can only inspire others along the way while you do so. So we really care about social impact, and I'm very excited to present this award. It was really hard, but yeah, I'll start from third place, second place, and then first place. So third place, we have Star Sweeper Stuffies, founded by Madison Torbick from Tennyson High School. And she created a long-lasting, sustainable stuffed animal company. Second place, we have Mealtopia, founded by Nick Falk from Hayward High School. And Nick created a nonprofit organization that combats food inequity. And in first place, we have Turtle Shell, founded by Michelle Perez-Badua from San Leandro High School. And she created a 100% biodegradable pen with zero plastic and zero metal. So we've had lots of solutions in sustainability and food, it comes in so many different forms, including stuffed animals. So congratulations. And we're really excited to see the impact that you continue to make. And so I'm going to be passing it off to Miguel, who will say a few words and present our awards.
Thank you, Tiffany. This was really a lot of fun. As a lifelong entrepreneur, I remember some of my early crazy ideas, and was extraordinarily impressed with all of these, because there were very few crazy ideas and a lot of really amazing ideas. As a matter of fact, I found myself taking notes during the presentations, saying, contact this student for investment, because there were a number of these that absolutely were fleshed out to such an extent that they should be pursued. And I'm excited because all three of my top choices are in this innovation award. So I will do like Tiffany, and I will start with the third place. The third place is Star Sweeper Stuffies with Madison Torbick from my alma mater, Tennyson High School, 1983. And I just really dated myself. And she's proposing to create long-lasting, sustainable stuffed animals. And what I was really impressed by this is that she's really proposing to maybe go after a higher end market where a lot of people wouldn't necessarily think to go. And but it was interesting. I was reading yesterday that Rolls-Royce just had its best year ever, which means that we're actually living in an economy where people have money to spend. So well done, Madison. Our second place winner is Green Bus, Naomi Suarez from Hayward High School. She's proposing to have an electric vehicle that eliminates bus emissions. And as a guy that rides a motorcycle, whenever I find myself behind a bus, I am choking. So Naomi, let's get that project done straight away. And now, without further ado, the drum roll, you're gonna have to hear it virtually in your head. The Tortoiseshell with Michelle Correz, Michelle from San Leandro High School, with a 100% biodegradable pen with no plastic and no metal. And if I recall, she was proposing that when the pin is done, you stick it in a plot into a pot with some soil, and it grows and turns into a plant. Brilliant idea. So I am really impressed, and I look forward to having some of these students contact me for investment. But more importantly, I look to see these all of these introduced on Kickstarter, where they can really go get the money that they need in order to make these things happen. I've also been given the honor of introducing the honorable mentions for Fulphil Social Impact Award. The first honorable mention in alphabetical order, Access Simplified by Rashida Verma from Mount Eden High School. Dear Cupid with Elizabeth Garibay from Arroyo High School. Easy Cycles, I love it. Ronan Eduardo Enriquez from Arroyo High School. And Are You Hungry? Yes, I am. Christopher Asguera from Hayward High School. So once again, as everybody had said previously, incredibly impressed, and everybody should be commended on their effort. So without further ado, I turn it back over to you, Tiffany.
Hi, I'm actually going to be closing us out today. And before we close, I want to also mention our Crowd Prize Award. So this award went to the company with the most votes among their peers, and that goes to Sugary Delights by, sorry if I butcher your name, Dana Christina Beltran from Tennyson High School. So congratulations to you. The crowd was loving it. Okay. But also, guys, I just want to thank you so much for all the hard work that you put into this. Like we've been saying, these ideas are not just like, oh, this is a good idea. Like, go, it does not stop here. Like, you guys have such great ideas, like make companies, like this is where it starts. Like, it starts with an idea, but like it's idea to invention. So we really want to empower you guys to make that impact. And we were so honored by you guys' like big brains. So we just thank you so much. We hope you guys like are proud of yourselves as we're proud of you. And we hope that you have a great day and continue to make amazing impact throughout your lives.